Typically in the morning I actually make a hot breakfast, so oatmeal, pancakes, French toast, eggs. Then lunchtime varies a lot. Just depends on what our mood is.
Usually coffee with breakfast, something light, cereal, toast. Usually put some emphasis on lunch and less so for dinner, just so you're not going to bed with a full stomach.
I wake up late, so I don't really eat breakfast. I have lunch usually. I'm trying to fit it in, and then I usually have like a bigger dinner meal.
I skip breakfast usually. I have a little bit of lunch, or sometimes I'll have small snacks throughout the day.
Pack lunches to work and try to make sure I get some kind of breakfast in and cook dinner.
For dinner, I usually have a big meal, and I typically eat that with my wife.
And normally I'll make, giant dinners and have lots of leftovers for lunch the next day.
During the week, we try to cook at least 3 nights.
We eat at home probably 9 out of 10 meals.
I'll try to cook at least twice a week, and then we like to go out for Mexican food, and then 1 day a week is usually either steak or sushi.
Like to eat fairly healthy, not organic all the time necessarily, but try to be as healthy as possible.
I try to eat a lot of natural organic stuff.
So we try to keep it very healthy and trying to avoid meats and snack a lot of fruits.
Cucumber, tomatoes, celery, carrots, and we try to have all of that on hand along with a variety of fruit.
I usually try to do like low sodium, low sugar dinners and with light meats. So I usually do like chicken or pork chops, fish.
For our meals, we always try to have a balance of vegetables and meat and starchy foods.
For dinner, we usually do like a more hearty meal. We eat out a lot, so sometimes fast food, but it usually entails some kind of meat, starch. We try to get a vegetable in there, and we try to eat as a family each night too.
I think one of the things that we've started doing is checking like social media or online for other recipes.
The recipes that I get from my prep meals I get from online actually. So social media sites, blogs, things like that.
So I follow a lot of food blogs, and so I get a lot of my inspiration from there.
I get a lot of inspiration from cooking shows and just reading cookbooks.
I am not apt to go to social media myself, but friends and family will try new recipes that they got off of different things off of social media. And after I've had what they made, if it's a winner, big time winner, then I'll get the recipe from them.
The new things that we try have come from recipes from the family, or we may run across an interesting recipe in a magazine.
A lot of it's just recipes that I know from when I was a kid. That mom made, and then maybe tweaking certain things.
I would say my biggest challenge is usually being the one that is deciding what we're having for dinner.
A challenge would be to cook something that he likes and something that I like and not have a lot of leftovers waste.
When we do decide to cook at home, it's kind of an ordeal. So not only is it the cooking, it is the cleaning up. So a lot of the times we'll be like, okay, let's have a nice meal, but then we'll kind of be like, but we don't want to have to spend half an hour cleaning everything up.
Overall, I just wish food was less expensive.
Like when you go to the grocery store, you compare prices, everything is higher once you're trying to do organic and healthier options.
What I'd wish for most is that I had more time to make something for dinner.
I definitely would like to eat out less fast food, more healthy food, and more cooking at home.